What is going on, guys? Sorry I'm late today. Had some stuff to take care of, but man, I hope everyone's having a good morning so far. Tesla is pushing 260. It's actually getting so close right now to this level. If we go over to the book map, you can see how 260 is where all of those sellers are stacking up. As of right now, there is 340,000 shares stacking at 260 on Tesla. So get ready for it. Let's see a hit potentially. And there it goes, guys. There it goes. Tesla just broke 260. Kabam. It's exactly what you want. Tesla's over 260. Let's get it. Let's go, guys. That is looking fire here. That was a huge resistance to break here on Tesla. If Tesla can hold up above here, that is going to be one hell of a good sign. Let's go ahead and zoom out, go to the daily chart. Look at these trend lines on here. This is insane. This is insane, guys. Seriously. That is pretty big. 2 years of straight downtrend in this channel. And now we're starting to finally get some good hype and some good breakouts up above here. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Hopefully you can actually break 260 with some solid momentum, but I'm liking it nonetheless. Still looking good. Good morning, everybody. This music is on crack. Fast and loud at 6 a.m. What's up, Manny, Rock on Metal, Evernight, Jason, Ed, Joe, Mike, and Xbox? Let's go. Smash that like button. Get it up. Yesterday, I couldn't believe it, guys. We hit 50 likes. I stopped the stream, and it was at like 40. Next thing I knew, someone posted in Discord they were the 50th. I was like, what? The stream was over, but it was cool, though, nonetheless. Appreciate you guys. There we go, though. Tessie up to 260.75, holding its ground very well here. Look, I'm really glad to see that. Let's go see SPY. QQQ's looking pretty fire today with Tesla moving. I know there's a few other stocks out there, though, that aren't getting the good explosive movement like Tesla. Like Apple, for example, is having a pretty weird day. Microsoft is having, at least they're recovering up. Their open was pretty damn rough, though, can't lie there. But Tessie is just being, you know, being Tesla out here, continuing to power past these other stocks. Let's go zoom out, look at the watch list here. What else is up? Coinbase again. Sheesh. Do they ever not go up now? Like, this stock is too high lately. AI. I talked about this one last night. It's looking good. Looking good. Wow. This is pretty damn good here. It's been so good on these moves so far this morning. Almost a 261 with Tesla now. That is fire, guys. How's the book map look above there? Yeah, 261 has some resistance. 262 as well. Now 260, there's a lot of buyers stacking up down there. So we're going to have a war soon, guys. Get ready for that war to ensue between 260 and 261. What a move. All right, let's get back to that SPY, back to that overall market really quick. Tesla's still doing great, though, sitting right around 261. See it on the book map right there. Just about hitting. Very good, Tesla. Very good, very good. All right, how about DraftKings today? Come on, help us out. Haha, nope, nothing. DIS, Penn. Nothing on our usuals. How about ZOM or Oxy? Nice, at least it's coming back. I know it opened up down a little bit today on the ZOM. A lot of these oil stocks opened up a little lower. Good morning, Amber. Xbox Tank Daddy. What a name. That name still gets me to this day. What's up, Mason? Appreciate you guys. If you guys are watching anything specific, throw it out there. AVGO Xbox said 1135. Avgo. Yeah, that is a pretty crazy move here. It's still on the run. Oh, no, it's not running up to new highs, but I see what you're saying, though. Definitely breaking out of the level from the past couple days. That's good. Rejected right at 1140 this morning. Very close. Very, very close. Let's go, Peloton. ALT PTON is really looking hot. 642, breaking out above little resistance from the past few days. Not too bad there. What is ALT? Oh, Alti-Immune, that's right. I think we looked at this last week or something. Things really starting to rip, though. Wow. All right, Tesla, what are you doing? What are you doing? Wow, Tesla's looking so good on the chart, guys. The 1 minute list looks so good, too. 261.50 at the moment. It just keeps going above 260, guys. That was a huge level. We've been talking about 260 on this stream for a long, long time. If you remember me talking about this level, smash that like button. Seriously, we've been talking about this. We've been talking about the trend breaking on the daily chart and letting it finally happen and play out. And as of today, this is where we start to see that good breakout type of action here with Tesla. You think the market will start pulling back? I'm definitely watching for that, Tank. Whenever you go out to the SPY, you can zoom out on a daily chart and look at the possible double top going on around 480. I'm definitely going to have that double top in mind. Like, if we do double top, that's going to be a pretty tough thing to see with the SPY. Yeah, let's see if it does double top, though, because 480 is going to be a hard area to get through. And the big thing to also keep in mind is that it's not just the market that needs, or just the SPY or these indices that need to break. There's a lot of key levels on key stocks coming into play right now. Like with Apple, for example, there is a key level at $200 even coming up. And it's been rejecting and double topping kind of at 200. So we got to keep that in watch, as well as other big levels. Like Microsoft isn't really at like anything too crazy. Netflix is at like 500. Okay, rejecting. Nvidia, same shit, right around $500. So we need to really watch these key whole dollar levels here. And we need to hope that they break. Kind of like how Tesla has started to break 260. You know, I didn't think that they'd get up through there as quick as they did, and it was just one hell of a run, you know? Do you think the market will start pulling back? IREN is moving up. IREN. Iran. Iris Energy. What the hell? This is pretty cool. Wow, come on. IREN. 933. This thing looks great. It's freaking amazing right here. Good job, IREN. What a move. All right, Boeing. What about you? Are you still stuck up here in this channel, damn it? Yeah, yeah, it is. Right in the middle of the channel. Like, what the hell? Tesla, Jesus. What? Let the shorts start covering. That'd be good. Cover, shorts, cover. Let's go. 260 is huge, guys. I mean, it is a huge, huge level on the daily. It's literally perfect above the trends. It's one of the best levels in a long time on a stock like this. Just to see it break, to see the overall trend breaking as well, it's looking great. One of the better looks in a while. So people are probably wondering, like, what are the next major levels coming up on Tesla, right? I have something right around 264 to 265 that is huge on Tesla. So I'm really, like, keeping those areas on watch. 265 will be the next major area. Wow, Tesla. Just what a move. What a move. Love it. Thoughts on Nvidia? Formerly Broke is asking. Let's see, NVDA. Yeah, it's not actually looking bad. Looking pretty good here. On the daily, the problem is just this overhead resistance is tough on Nvidia here. 500 bucks is going to be really hard to break, but you know, with a lot of stocks still moving up, I think there's a chance that it could go. It just, we need some good hype out of the overall market. Like SPY needs to start running up towards new highs of the year again and getting towards that ATH or all-time high That would obviously be huge. Don said, yo, what's the name of this mix? Here you go. I'll throw it out in the chat for you, Don. It's a video with a bunch of different ones on there. This one's called Sleep Spirit Street Raid. I don't know what that means, but Sleep Spirit Street Raid. There's a few name songs, and once you get to like an hour into this, it just turns all into one. What's up, Paul? Joel said Tesla Jesus. Oh, that was the shorts covering. Can you tell me about the Zom calls you have? Sure, we got some Zom calls here. Grabbed them. I can't remember the exact day I grabbed them, but got Zom calls, 105 strikes for February 16th. Just swinging them up with Zom on support. You know, looking for oil to pop up a little bit here. I think it'll kind of surprise traders a little bit. I'm looking for some wick touches down here. Yes, I said wick, not the other word. But somewhere like right here, there's a pretty big wick on Zom. And I'm watching for hits around here as a support and for Zom to start moving up off of this level. And I'm also looking for crude oil to pop up a little bit with production cuts coming out of OPEC and etc. So I'm gonna be watching crude very closely here, as well as it's also kind of around support. If we zoom out, you can see how crude, I don't like looking at crude. I have to like really adjust the chart because it's like terrible. But here we go. This will kind of show what I'm looking at. This is pretty major support down here around 65 to 70. So I'm gonna really watch this area very, very closely and just hope that, you know, oil bounces up in the middle of the range. Now, when I say I'm hoping, you know, keep in mind, like, I'm not like holding and hoping, you know, like we got a plan going into this. But obviously, I guess with any play, you kind of hope it goes in your direction, you know. But I'll be watching these areas close. There's definitely a pretty big resistance here, right at 76 on crude itself. So I'll be looking for that to break. But for the most part, you know, we're looking at Zom, we're watching support, and we're looking for a little move back up, maybe to like 104 to 105. You know, it doesn't have to be nuts, just a solid move and trend back to the upside. Is it still a good time to get? Yeah, it's still good. I think we're still good on this one, my views. Just, you know, just be prepared. You'll actually be getting it cheaper than I have it at right now, so I still think it's great. I'm down around 10% on it right now, but not really too worried about the play because, you know what? I never go into too risky. You know, I never over leverage, or I never have a play that is gonna just blow me up. So I don't even have to be really worried about it. I can just let it go at support and just, you know, let it ride out. Coinbase, they moving again? COIN, let's see. Holy shit. Whoa, guys. Coinbase had opened. Wow. Hey, did you guys like my thumbnail this morning? I saw some of you guys liked it. I thought it was hilarious. I was making it. I searched up mean Santa, and I was like, what the hell is this? Santa's flipping us off? Let's do that one today. Man, he loved it. Yes. All right, Spy, you're sitting right around the high. Let's get that break coming in. Let's push up towards that all-time high for Santa. Santa rally time. There's the pre-market high right around 476 to 476.10. I would say breaking 476.10 right now would be pretty darn good. And guess what? It's literally right there as we're speaking. So haha. Microsoft and Apple are kind of inversing the SPY right now. Look at Apple getting like a nice like red candle coming in like as SPY is breaking out. I was sitting there like, what? Don says, thanks. I don't know the name, what it means either, but it sounds fire. Nice. Hope you like it, Don. These, I keep getting these, like, funk mixes that pop up, and I'll just, click on a new one, like, every day and just, you know, let it go. Cool stuff, though. Come on, NIO. Let's see ya. Starting to pull back a little bit on NEO, which is not a problem. Keep in mind that we have the June calls, so there's going to be red days mixed in on uptrends. You know, you're not just going to get 50 green days in a row. And here, I'll go back to another big uptrend just to show you guys what I'm talking about. Like, look at this uptrend right here. How many people do you think were buying calls, like, right here? And then they had to let them go here when it dipped, you know? And the dip was honestly like nothing, but I'll guarantee you, a lot of people did that right there. Don't let that happen to you over here with NEO. You know, if you're in and you're in down low like I am, which you should be if you're following the premium plays, then we're good to go. You know, we can just sit on this bad boy and just let it run. That's the big thing here, just sitting on it, letting it go. It takes some skill sometimes just to sit there. You know, I know that sounds silly. You're not even doing anything. You're just sitting there, but that's the point. Ooh, AMD rejected right at resistance. Oof. Dang, AMD. Pretty major levels there to reject that. I've had this on the chart for a long time with AMD. Literally touches there today and dies. Come on, Gronk. These stupid pictures don't work sometimes. Dumb pictures. Yeah, starting to break under though. Tesla still going, guys. Ran up to 262.78. Holy shit. That is fire. Joel said, oh, that key change, though. Which change you looking at, Joel? Dang. Man, Palantir. Oh, and the music. I see. I thought that's what you meant, but I was like, what? Man, AMD's definitely rejecting there. Wow. I can't believe I can't find, like, cooler gifs of, like, Gronkowski giving people the stiff arm. Oh boy. All right, QQQ, what are we looking at here? Running up to new yearly highs almost, guys. It's so, well, actually new all-time highs on the QQQ. Don't forget about that. All-time highs, guys, on the QQQ are coming in. Come on, let's see it. I gotta see it. Just get above there, barely today. Come on. Be sick if it could break there. Let's go look at Palantir real quick. Intel and RTX Xbox is looking for. Yeah, you know, Intel's been great over the past... Wow. Yeah. I mean, SPY's not having too bad of a move. Come on, QQQ. Oh, it's rejecting. It's not hitting the new all-time high. Oh, that sucks. That sucks for them, guys. Boeing and RTX look kind of similar. RTX is starting to break out a little bit, though, at least. Look at that daily on RTX. It looks pretty fire. Breaking resistance. This could be a pretty good play. It's hard to say how much it's going to keep going, but... Wow. Yeah, it keeps going. Tesla just keeps it going, guys. 262, 262.50, breaking like nothing. Breaking like nothing right now. SPY itself getting ready to move. SPY looks like it's about to try to break out. Intel kind of rejecting off a double top intraday. AMD still falling. What about NVIDIA? NVIDIA rejecting kind of hard here. Dang, NVIDIA. Man, NVIDIA just sold off through support. That sucks. 263, pretty big. New Tessie high. Where did those sellers go at 260? They were stacked. They got knocked out, man. They got knocked out. We can actually scroll back and see when they got knocked out. Here it was. Let's see how much volume came in within just a second to wipe them. Let's see. All right. There was 258,000 volume on this one hit. 258,000 volume. Wow, that's pretty big. That's a lot of volume at one hit on the 260 break. Damn. That's pretty wild. Now we see 263.50, 264. A lot of sell orders stacked up. Can't wait for the bot update. Yeah, Xbox, the bot is going to be updating over within around the next week to 2 weeks. So it's going to be awesome. Let's see a nice update come in, and then we'll have some really, really fun stuff coming out. See what we got going out here. All right. Tesla's still ripping. I mean, seriously, still going. Like, how high is this thing gonna get today, guys? Holy shit. What do you guys think? How high is Tesla gonna go? Just throw out some random numbers in the chat. Hell, it could even be like 300. Like, I don't mean today. Like, how high do you think that we get before there's like another like major downtrend? I guess is what I'm trying to ask. Damn, this is good though. Time to delete a lot of my levels on Tesla. Clean up the chart a little bit here. Wow, this was huge. First, it needs to break 270 for a chance. So you're looking at 270, it looks like. Xbox says it's over 9,000. Probably 270, but more like 265. Wow, nobody's thinking like we could get up to like 300 or nothing, really? With a wild stock like Tesla, no one's thinking anything crazier? What? Even I think we could get maybe like, I'm thinking 280 at least. 300 end of day. Nice, Andy. Yeah, I'm looking at like 280. You're like, whenever you zoom out and you start to see these swings, they're usually pretty big. So I'm thinking like maybe something up to like 280, 300, and then some consolidation back down before going higher. Kind of like what I drew out here on the chart. I'm kind of looking for something like this, actually. Maybe even more downtrend. Like maybe something like, you know, something like this maybe. It's silly to draw this shit out like this because, you know, It's really hard to articulate how a stock's gonna move like that, but it's sometimes it's kind of good to give yourself a little visual so you can like look at different areas for supports and resistance and stops, and you know, like it's not that bad to draw it out like that. It can actually help a little bit sometimes. But very nice though today. We'll take the good movement. I was always pushing 300 for this time of the year. I called it back in October, so maybe I asked if you thought it would. Yeah, if I remember, I would say, but there's so many questions. I can't remember that one specific thing. But I would not be surprised if someone called that, because 300 is a pretty decent level. Now, I'll say this. Tesla, I was actually hoping for a breakout with Tesla right here, where I'm circling now. I was hoping for a breakout there, but we never saw the trend truly break. It ended up rejecting, and you guys can see what happened following that rejection, right? Pretty stiff. Also stiff rejection here, stiff rejection here. Like, there were a lot of rejections. Now we're finally getting that break. Finally, right? There's got to be some type of run come in. You know, there's got to be at least a little bit. I could see 268 to 270, like you guys are looking for. 270, I think, is a nice, safe number. If you're looking for, like, a target to trade towards, like this week or next week, I think 270 is a great level, but this is nice. I'm seeing 275. Nice, Prarit. Thank you guys for answering. Let's go, Mara. Bounced off VWAP. Whap, whap, whap. All right, good job, though. Mara having a really nice move. Coinbase as well. Great move today. Good breakouts out of the crypto stocks. Riot. Let's go look at BTC USD. What are we looking at? Okay, it's not really even breaking out, so I guess just Coinbase and Mara and Riot are, but Coinbase really is. Holy shit. Mara and Riot, too. I mean, sheesh. Mara's really breaking more than Riot, but $333 is like $999 before the latest split. I'd be willing to consider a sell above that. Yeah, I'm with you, Xbox. I could see that. 333 would be like 1,000. I see what you're saying. Freaking stock splitting and then things get weird. Looking good though, Tessie. Looking great on the daily. One of the best daily setups that we've seen in a while. For the break, that is. If you guys are in the premium channel, go check out the Swing Trades channel this morning. I was like literally just talking about Tesla. Like in most of my posts this morning was literally all Tesla in there at 260. Boeing, nice. Continuing with the momentum, running up to 264.40. Really nice movement. Licks says Tesla 277. Nice. Let's hope it gets there. Anything above 275. Don said, I wish I knew. The whole stock market is a guessing game, guys. Don't feel bad about throwing out your feelings, you know? It's okay to feel a certain way. Never let somebody put you down in the stock market because they don't agree with your thoughts or they don't agree with what you're saying. You know, like you could be sitting here and you could say, well, I'm looking for Tesla to break the trend. That's a huge confirmation. And somebody else who doesn't like trend lines, they might say, well, Tom, your trend line doesn't have any movement or any influence on that stock at all. So why are you even looking at trends? You know, but to me, I would just argue that I think that there's definitely some type of movement with the trends. They sell off of them so consistently that something's going on, whether it's bots selling on the trends or retail traders selling on trends or buying on trends or etc. There's something going on. So, you know, but some people would say that to me. They would say, Tom, your trends are stupid. You know, well, you know, to each their own is what I say. I've been doing this for long enough. I've seen these play out time and time and time and time and time again. You know, so sure, maybe the trend line isn't literally causing, like, you know, people to hit the buy button or something, but like there's such consistent moves off these trends and stuff that it's becoming pretty apparent. And the more and more that you guys watch these streams, the more and more you guys will see that how these trends play out and how the breaks work and how they play out. And you got to be really patient on them a lot. Like with Tesla, we had to be real patient till it just now finally broke. Same thing with Zoom. You know, let's look at Zoom. Had to be really, really patient. It was stuck in a huge downtrend for like a year and a half. And then we finally just broke it, and we've been getting some solid price action out of the breakout. Same thing with Tesla. You know, starting to finally break its bad trend that it's been stuck in for a while. Coming up, starting to break out a little bit, looking good. Has hype with the truck. My main thing is just don't let people put you down because they don't agree with what you're looking at. For example, some people will be looking at, there's a lot of traders that have been successful, okay, looking at like candlestick patterns. But if you go ask certain people about candlestick patterns, they'll say that has zero influence on anything. You shouldn't even look at them. You know, but at the end of the day, candlestick patterns are kind of what drive price action, which at the end of the day, I mean, the only way that we can visualize the price action is with the candlesticks, unless you're running like a line chart, which you could, but it would be kind of stupid, I think. But to each their own again. You know, you can definitely be successful with a line chart, but there's no reason to, you know, put people down for, you know, liking a bullish engulfing setup or a morning star or something. Like, some of these are pretty successful, you know, like whenever you look into them quite a bit. Some of these setups can be pretty dang successful. I like this. They sell little posters. But that's my big thing, is just, it's kind of like me with RSI and MACD. Like, can you be successful with RSI and MACD? Yeah, you can. But is it something that I like to use? And do I recommend other people use it? No. No, I don't. I would recommend you probably don't use it. But if you're successful, and you truly are successful, and you're using that, that's awesome. You know, there are people that are successful using it. I would say the majority aren't, but the majority aren't winning on anything in this game. So, no matter what you pick on this, the majority's not winning. I can tell you that. Tesla drop here. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's probably hitting off pretty key resistance at 263. It's definitely going to slow down a little bit at some point, so I'm not surprised to see it slowing down. It'll probably drop a little bit here, yeah, Spencer. Maybe come back down to test 261 again would be nice. Mike said, I hope it happens with Disney. Oh, sheesh. I really hope Disney gets a good break. I like their setup right now. I think they look solid. They're coming down a little bit short term, but just wait till they get down around support or something. It'll start to look fire. Hoping that happens with Apple and then Disney. Let's hope. Wow, Apple. Apple having a huge sell-off, guys. Like, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, that's pretty rough looking on Apple here, guys. That is rough. Woodshed to NVIDIA at 500. Back down we go. It might just be back down. It might just be, you know, we're heading into such key resistances. Like, essentially, I don't see NVIDIA going up to break all-time highs unless the SPY does. If the SPY breaks its all-time high, I think that there could be some solid movement out there, but until SPY breaks the all-time high, I'm going to be very careful of a double top. All right, let's go back to Mara and Riot really quick. All right, starting to slow up slightly. RIOT, let's see it. It looks all right. Wow, Riot starting to come back down hard to the downside. MET. Let's go look at Meta really quick. Not bad on Meta. Let's see QQQ real quick. 475.20 is a decent SPY level. Let's see. I don't know. I just kind of like 475, but anywhere around there. It's gonna be tough. I would say some of my trades are stupid. Sell right before I make bank. Paul, that's gonna happen sometimes, man. Don't feel bad about that. You'll be just fine out there. You know, that does happen sometimes, but Woodshed to Nvidia at 500. Back down we go. NVDA. Man, it's been rough with Nvidia, hasn't it? That is a rough move intraday. Interesting. Very interesting. I know Meta is a pretty interesting setup here too. I know Tick's looking for this one to pop back up a little bit. Come on, Meta, let's see what you do. Right, Boeing, what do we got? Come on, Zom and Oxy. Nice, Zom's starting to look fairly good here, getting a little bit of green coming back, luckily. That's good to see today for Zom. Hopefully he can get back up at least into this midpoint around like 102.50 to somewhere between there and 103 would be beautiful to see. That would be nice. How many you got, Taru said. I have Intel 47 calls, January 26, 24, with their earnings coming up. In January, I'm really split on whether to hold or sell. When did you get in is the big question, in my views. You said you have the calls. The big thing is R is when you got in, because it's like, are you going to take profits now? I mean, or are you going to sell for a loss now? That's the question. Judging by how much it's up, you have to be up on it right now, right? Views? I mean, you got to be. Right? Because if you're buying up here, that's a disservice to the trading community. It really is. Yeah, the big thing is, when did you get it? For me. Because if you're up in the profits right now, I would be looking to take profits soon. Because it's getting so close to major resistances. I would look to take profits, because as it gets to like 52 bucks, it's going to be very hard to keep going, I think. Just given the amount that it's up already. Man. I'm up 129%. Yeah, so I would look into a couple of, I would at least look into a couple strategies to get out of here, my views. Like maybe selling some cover call, or turning the play into a bit of a spread. I don't, you know, you could maybe sell, you know, turn the play into a spread of some kind. You could also just look to simply start scaling out. Like, I don't know how many contracts you got. But if you have multiples, I mean, you should definitely be getting out of at least a couple here to lock in some gains. Then maybe let a couple go. Realistically, though, this is one hell of a move. Like, as far as movement goes, overall, you're not really going to beat this on, like, movement. So, realistically, like, I would probably look to exit the whole thing sometime soon, personally. Because as this stock goes up, we're heading into major areas of resistance, and we have the overall market running into major resistance, like the all-time high. So it just, it's getting rough out there. It's getting rough. What's Tesla doing, guys? Oh, man, testing the high a day again, just about. How's Meta? Oof. Ulysses Adams, what a name. Would you get into Meta now, right now? Probably not. Now, if you wanted to buy it as a support bounce intraday, you could maybe try to take some calls here. I'm not going to do that, but if you wanted to try it, you know, keep a stop loss around like 356.80. You know, try to trade some calls on a little bounce here. That might not be a bad idea. You know, honestly, it's setting up fairly well on this support. That would be a pretty good way to go. Yeah, this is great on Meta. It's a fairly good intraday setup. Now, like I said, it's not my favorite pattern here. I'm a little bit worried that, like, Apple turning over is going to, like, cause a lot of stocks just to, like, go down through support, but we all know how that is. We got all the know-it-alls out here in Discord trying to act like they know the setup on everything, but I would definitely watch this support key. Tick was looking at like a little flag going on, a little bull flag. I think it looks fairly good for that. It looks fairly good as support bounce. Might have a little intraday pop back up. I'm being very wary of the support though. If it gives out, I'll actually be looking at puts once it gives out. But until it gives out, I'm looking at calls because it's a pretty big support. If we zoom out over the past couple days, you know, you got all these bounce areas where it could bounce right here. Like, so I'm going to really watch all those areas that it could bounce at and make a nice plan off of that. But like I said, I'm not even going to play it. I'm just watching this one today. But if you guys did want to, what's up, Manny? Oh, he. Yeah, just watch the support very, very closely on Meta. It's a good one. QQQ starting to turn over a little bit. Watch 411.50, pretty major resistance. Could possibly keep turning over, and if QQQ keeps turning over, well, that's going to weigh on the overall market too, so. GLD ripped. Good call from your vid. Thanks, No Drip. Yeah, it was looking fire. GLD had an amazing move back to the upside again. Started breaking resistance, and one hell of a move today. Very nice. Silver's moving up too. Maybe some fears starting to come in, guys. Uh-oh. You know what that means? People are starting to buy up metals as SPY is starting to hit that all-time high. So getting a little freaky out there with that all-time high coming in. Be very wary of the all-time high on SPY 480. I'm sure you guys have heard me say this 20 times today, but it's just on watch so much. I want to make sure nobody misses it out there. Head back over to Meta. Uh-oh. Starting to test support again. There we go. Testing 357. Got to watch it close here. Are we going to bounce up, or is this going to be a true breakdown? Hard to make the call yet. Still kind of playing out. Still kind of playing out. Nothing clear yet. One thing I'll say, Manny, is, you know, imagine, like, whenever these people take breaks for, like, 3 to 6 months and then they come back, you know, a lot of times those breaks are people who run out of money. And then they have to save up, and then they come back, and then everything's all good again. And then they lose it all, and then they take another big break, and then they come back. You know, it's happened with the same dude, with one specific guy, we'll say, like 4 times now in there, but we won't name names. They will be like, what the hell? Yeah, yeah. All right, Meta, is this going to be a good support hold? Let's see. It's actually starting to look pretty decent. Maybe it'll hold up and start to come back up for us. That would be nice. Either way, I'm going to be adaptable on it and just wait till it starts to move. Take a smaller position, and that might not happen. Yeah, definitely, Xbox. You'll notice that in the Discord sometimes, Xbox, like, you know, people take a random break, and you're like, well, why'd they take a break? I can only wonder. Yeah, definitely, though, Xbox. Definitely. Position sizing is so crucial and so key. It is so key. Neo's making me sad. NIO. What's a good level to get in on Neo? Big money play from last night. You know, Neo, the big money play is a pretty fire one. This is looking pretty fire. So yesterday's was the 6 strike calls for February with 5.3 million put into it. If I were you, I'd probably go with the June calls. That way you can actually hold it longer without it taking like a big L. Here's my problem with Neo, is that where the stock is right now is in a rough spot. It could start to fall down a little bit as it starts to test support like $8. Let's say it comes down to test support at 8 before going back up. If you take the February position, you're gonna get crushed. I mean, just straight up. If it comes down to 8, you're gonna be freaked out in the short term. You know, like the options are probably gonna get hit by like 50% plus or something during that little time, you know, during that drop. So, you know, it's going to be a tough one if you took February. Even if you take June, if you go with the 9 strike and it falls down to like 8, even that'll probably get hit pretty dang hard. So it is a tough one to go. It's tough to do this, right? Because the stock is up so much in the short term, and it's not like it's up a ton, but percentage-wise, I mean, we're looking at to the high like 34, 35%. So if it pulls back here just a little bit, maybe 10, 15% or so, that'll hurt these options quite a bit. So I might just, if I were you, I'd probably just wait for a little pullback and then get into the June options once it pulls back. That's what I would do. I'm already into the June options. I bought it really low, so I'm just chilling out, but yeah, I feel you, Xbox. That's making me mad. I bought 4 contracts yesterday, made about $15. Today I buy 1 contract, and I'm down 20. Damn you, Neo. Yeah, it's a tough one right now. It's gonna be choppy, but I think giving it time to just let it go through the chop is really the big thing that we gotta do here. Because it's gonna probably just chop around like crazy, like be stupid, and then finally get a big break at some point. And I want to be in for that big break. You know, that's what I want to be in for. Like a move up to 10 or 11. All right, Meta, what are we doing? Are we moving up well off support? Nice, it's starting to try. I know Tick had this little trend line drawn here on his chart. Starting to look pretty good as it moves above that, so maybe if you guys are some bulls out there, you might be able to look at a play to the upside here. You know, like I said earlier, keep your stop somewhere around like 356.80 or something like that. Or maybe just have a stop where you just eye it up manually. But get ready, because it's starting to confirm a little bit off of that level. Not looking too bad. Come on, Meta, get over there. I like the confirmation. Now, Tesla actually looks pretty bearish. Wow, guys, look at Tesla. Whoa. Pretty crazy support here at 261.50. We got to watch that support. If it starts to give out, could be some fun movement down, but I don't know. This one just does not look bullish at this point, but Come on, Meta. Starting to hold well above the trend. Looking pretty decent. I like that little trend intraday. Hopefully it makes a good move off of here. I know typically one shouldn't, but not all plays are created equal. They are not. All plays are not created equal, Xbox. You are 100%. If a play starts to go against you, I mean, there are some points where you just kind of have to hope. You know, I hate to say it, but you got to keep your stop loss there and just hope to God it goes back. Puts everywhere, Jason says. So says SM Bot. SM Bot's splinging out the puts, huh? Uh-oh, keep watching support on Meta, guys. It's getting close again. Meta getting close again. Come on now, Meta. Let's see what you got. Fell back under the blue trend. Makes me sad to see that. Thought maybe it was going to be perfect there. It started to try to hold, but kind of a weird setup here. That overall market, QQQ, started trending back down. Let's see how it goes. It's starting to consolidate a lot down here at the bottom. Let's see SPY. Also consolidating a ton down around intraday support, like 575.20 to 575.30. There's been a ton of bounces within that little range. Like a ton. I shouldn't have turned on my NordVPN. My account's been looking sad since I did. Maybe the Nord makes you slower or something? Ant was looking to get into Neo around $8. You know, I like 8. It's not a bad way. Joe says Neo. Yeah, it started breaking below 9. Starting to try to test 9 again right now. See the daily. Let's go look at SM Bot really quick. What is it putting out there for us? Not too much there. What about Surgy Surge? Come on, Surgy. Tesla is on the bull side on the Surge. Nice, maybe it'll hold support. Ooh. I'm really hating Charles Schwab now. My gains and losses on options says missing, and I found that to be the easiest way to see when to sell. Really? That just says missing. That's weird. That is really weird, man. Huh. Mine are working, luckily, but... that is weird. Come on, I want to see some Zom movement here. Zom starting to fall off a little bit. Have to see if that support can hold on the daily for us. It's really what we need, is the support to hold again. I would say, given all the chop we've seen, there could be a good chance to see it come back up at least a little bit. Maybe test like 105-ish. We'll see. We will see. I'll tell you what, Meta on the daily chart is one of the more wild daily charts that we've seen in a while. Like, just look at all these patterns, all these candlestick patterns heading into this high. It's like consolidating like crazy as it heads up here. Man, Joe, you said Neo, you had me excited. For a second, I thought we were going to be looking at Neo moving up. I'm sitting right around 9. Hope you're having a good day, though, Joe. I know your Coinbase is starting to heat up a little bit on Surge Bot, so that's good. Maybe it'll be a good dip buy here. I am floating, Joe said. Floating? What? What are you taking, some Xanax or something? Oh, sheesh. Apple's been doing pretty good this morning. For anyone who was in the premium and caught the hybrid bot play, it had a pretty good initial move at first. Looks like it's kind of consolidating, turning back around to the upside now. A little bit. Got QQQ bouncing down here around its low of day. I feel like that support's going to give out. Same thing with SPY. It just looks like it's going to give out to me. This does not look very bullish. This is what I coined as my sliding off type of setup. You guys, if you've watched the stream for a while, you would have heard me say this a few times. It looks like it's going to be sliding off. It's a specific pattern intraday where you see these types of rundowns like this. And you see these big flushes come in. Like yesterday, like it was a little bit different. You know, it was moving more towards highs. It might have been having little flushes, but they were all staying high. Whereas the flushes on this one are all like continually lower flushes. And that's what I deem is sliding off. And we'll have to see how that goes here today. Sometimes on these types of days, you catch some really good plays to the downside, but I wouldn't necessarily just run into puts because of that. Had a long-term question. Do the Christmas rallies happen every year? I sold things too early. Where do I go to find this answer? I mean, sounds like an answer for Google or something, really. Like, if I was being honest with you, I'm not trying to sound like a smartass either. I'm just being real. Like, I would just go to Google and look up, like, Christmas rally statistics or something and try to find that. I know that Unusual Whales talked about it a little bit on Twitter. There's a lot of info on Twitter regarding the Christmas rally and just cool stats with the market too. Like Charlie Bilello and a lot of cool people, Unusual Whales. There's a lot, Gavin. These guys are posting like stats all the time. That's where I got most of mine from. But they do happen mostly every year, Licks. I have it up here. Here it is. 79.5% of the time, these trading days are positive. That is a big number. So 80% of the time it works out essentially, Licks. 80% of the time it goes green. And that is the best. That is the best out of any of the possible trading days. It's the highest percentage it has of any other day to go green. Or any other of the days, I guess we would say. And the average move is ranked 3 out of 254 possible days. So it essentially has the highest percent chance to go green, and it has like the third biggest move of the year. So, not bad. All right, Meta, what do we got? Still chopping around down here. Chop, chop, chop. Meta, when are you gonna start moving back up? Hell, just move anyway at this point. I'll play it either way. Carlo, that is perfect. Oh, 80% of the time, it works every time. Sean said Charlie Bilello's awesome. Yeah, he's a good one on there. Definitely one of my favorites out there. Some of the stuff is just kind of silly, but it's overall good. Man. You guys ever get that feeling where it feels like it's like impossible to post things sometimes? You're like, Wow. I gotta see this. Sean got followed. What? Charlie Bolello followed Sean on Twitter. I can't find him. I can't find Cornish on the list. Wow, that's cool. Oh, sorry, guys. That's funny. It was a scammer. It wasn't a real one. Sean, you really had me thinking that he really did. Thanks, I'll look into the names you named. I asked because I've been realizing holding is a move. You mentioned this earlier. Yeah, holding is awesome. You really got to be able to buy and hold in this market, you know. You can try to do short-term trades, and I implore you, you know, go ahead. Work on some short-term trading strategies, you know, get them down pat. Just keep in mind that especially while you're learning, most people lose on those types of trades. You know, like buying some shares and holding them long-term can be great. I really like to buy Disney right now. It's getting really close to my price again. Wow, what a day, though. Had some pretty good movement overall today. I mean, some of these stocks are making me sad. Honestly, like SPY looks like it's about to just sell off into oblivion to me. I wish it didn't look like that, but it's in like that sliding off type of setup that I don't like right now. It might end up going up, but it's just not my favorite setup here. I'll probably take a break for the rest of the day today unless I find like a really big pattern forming or something crazy, but this is a weird day out there. Good day overall, especially at open. But then after that, man, you know, Tesla like had a great move today. It was awesome, but then they're just pulling back. Simple as that. You know? Simple as that. Tesla's still chopping around here. Meta's been one that we've watched a lot today. It's just chopping around support. It can't get a true breakdown or a true break up. Man, it's hard to say on this one. I'm honestly just mixed on this one. I'm just like waiting for a clear move to come in. It's like I'm leaning down, but the setup says up to me, but this might be one that actually goes up no matter what the market does, because the SPY's been pretty rough today, and Meta's held fairly higher, so I'm glad to see that. It's definitely not like Apple, which has just been dying off. Apple's been, like, inversing the market. Bravo said, one stock I think that's undervalued is Disney. Which sector do you like heading into 2024? I see communication sectors underperform the whole market. Yeah, you know, like AT&T, Verizon, stocks like that might not be a bad way to go, honestly. I like those. That's a good thoughts there. I could see these communication stocks doing a lot better. I'm actually glad you mentioned them because I might start grabbing some shares. I also love Disney down here. But as far as sectors, I don't really have like a specific sector right now. Maybe oil. Maybe oil with crude starting to come up off support. Maybe something with that. But unless we're looking at like oil recovering here, as far as like a whole entire sector, there's not really much that cheap at the moment. I don't really see anything that's too cheap. And I don't really love a lot of these sectors because, you know, the stocks are just so beaten down. I guess if I had to pick, maybe like the China sector, like Baba and Baidu and JD and Zoom, or I mean Neo, sorry, not Zoom. Stuff like this I think will be looking pretty good. And I also like the beaten down growth stocks like Zoom and SQ and a few others if they pull back. They're just up so much in the short term. But I am definitely with you on Disney being undervalued. I think that they well, I'm not sure on the true valuation, but just based on the chart, I think that they're a little bit low for what they are and how much hype they can generate given what they do as a company and as a business. I think Disney will start to come back pretty well over the next couple years. I'll just keep averaging into it till it wins. So if they go bankrupt, well, then I'm going to be a little fucked. But hopefully, with enough time, you can just average in and get that price low. If you do it right. All right. Definitely looks like it's coming down, though, on the daily. Pretty rough, but... All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and end the stream here in just a second. I really appreciate everybody joining up today and trying to have a good trading day. We got the 35 likes, which isn't bad. You know, that's pretty good. I only pushed it like 1 or 2 times, so I appreciate everybody who liked up the stream. Those likes really, really do help us. What really helps is like sharing the stream and putting it out in other places and stuff. Really help us out too, but Wow, I really appreciate you guys. Hopefully we can have a good trading day on Wednesday today. Nice day overall, hopefully, but really appreciate you guys joining up. Have a great rest of your trading day. Of course, I'll be in Discord, so make sure that you guys are stopping in at least. Come check us out. A lot of fun action in there, but have a good one, guys. I will talk to you tomorrow morning at market open. Wow, 44 likes in like 10 seconds. Holy shit, guys. That was one of the bigger jumps on the likes that I've ever seen within that certain amount of time. Wow. Pretty insane, but let's go, guys.